Greetings. In the name of the people of Haringa, I greet you as Laurent Mabitte, the son of the late and great Dr Mabitte. I use this broadcast firstly to announce and to confirm the martyrdom of my father, Dr Mabitte, recently assassinated, I suspect, by the murderous thugs of the Real HNM. But I also wish in this broadcast both to honour my father's memory and also to address the international community and the people of Haringa. My father's death has forced me to reflect on the circumstances of my own childhood. In particular, it brought me back to a particular incident that occurred over 20 years ago. I must have been no more than 8 years old. There is a town not far from Mabitte, a town by the name of Matombo. It is a beautiful market town where people from all of the surrounding villages converge on a Sunday in order to trade. My father took me to Matombo, and I recall on the particular day that we visited that there had been no market activity, for the brave soldiers of President Tyre had come to the village before us, and they had strung up the locals on trees. I will never forget the sight of the men, women and children suspended from the trees on that terrible day. And I said to my father at the time, we must take vengeance. We must strike against our enemies. And he said to me, son, they may be our enemies, but we will one day need to have some reconciliation with them. And it is with this memory in mind that I want to address the international community, the people of Haringa, and the murderous pretenders of the Real HNM now. Firstly, to the international community, I want to assure you of my willingness to honour my father's commitment to a peaceful resolution to our decades-long struggle. In particular, I want to confirm my willingness to abide by the terms of the Geneva Peace Agreement. But I need your help. The thugs of the Real HNM continue to infest the western province, or the western part of our province. There will be no peace until these extremists are defeated. Therefore, I call upon UNFOM to act with resolution and speed in helping us to expel these thugs from the western part of the province. I also demand that the international community launch an immediate investigation to uncover the full circumstances of the terrible conspiracy that martyred my father. And I make these claims as a precondition of my continuing participation in the peace agreement. Secondly, I wish also to address the people of Haringa. This is a time of great grief and suffering for us, but we are brave and we have a great capacity for forbearance. And I ask you therefore to be patient, to resist the calls of faction and division, while I help to negotiate and resolve the international community's concerns and while we engage in an effort to have a full peace. And finally, to the murderers of the Real HNM, I ask you to lay down your arms. Extremism will only beget further extremism. Bloodshed will only beget further bloodshed. I call on you now, before it is too late, and the punishment that is justly yours is visited upon you, to immediately surrender and to lay down your arms. I ask of this in the name of the people of Haringa and in the name of my late and martyred father.